Hello traders, Mike Mohebi here. Today 3rd of November 2017. It's about 6 minutes past 6 a.m. in Melbourne, Australia, and as you can see it's 7 p.m. in London and it's 3 p.m. in New York. 2nd of August. Alright, market did very radical moves in some currency pairs. This is oil. Oil is forming an inside bar. As you can see, this is inside, and I was expecting that when it touches this resistance line it's gonna drop. We haven't seen that drop yet, but this is an inside bar. So if you don't know what an inside bar is when the high of the new bar or candle is lower than the high of the previous one, and the low of the candle is higher than the previous one. So this bar is inside the previous bar, so that's an inside bar. It's a very strong signal in price action trading, and whenever it happens close to these major resistance areas, event areas, it's a signal for us to enter the market. So depends on which way it breaks. We can normally put a pending order here. Let me put a pending order, sell limit under this, under the low of the previous bar, mother bar. This is the mother bar, that's the inside bar. Okay, it's just like a pregnant woman. 53.83. okay, I'll put it at 53.83. 53.83. oh, so it's not a sell limit, it's a sell stop. Okay, so whenever the price breaks this level, let me draw to a small line so you see what I'm talking about. These are the top and bottom of this mother bar, right? So this inside bar is inside this range. So whenever this price breaks down, we will enter the market. Okay, that's the strategy of the inside bar. So oil touched, this is a resistance area for oil, and hopefully it's gonna go back. This is gold. Gold couldn't break this moving average, 21 moving average. It's a dynamic resistance moving average. So it's forming a pin bar. That's a sell signal normally, but we will see if the price gonna drop or not. You know, this is a zone between these two resistance areas, and the price is fluctuating between these two probably for the past 1 month. So for the past month, prices gold is trading between these two areas, between about 1300 up to 1260, so about $40 price range. So let's see what happens to this pin bar, maybe next week or tomorrow. And well, currently we don't have a signal. This is a signal for some of the price action traders, but not for us. Let's put the actual, see, this is a buy signal normally with these indicators, right? This is stochastic is crossing up, and the zero lag MACD is crossing up, getting close to zero line. But this is a pin bar, right? This is a sell. Forming this pin bar shows that the buyers have not that much power. So we wait until a clear signal forms in gold and see what happens. Silver is a little bit more clear. We had this big candle yesterday, and today is kind of a doji. This doji is a kind of the translation of a doji is that the buyers and sellers have enough, are strong enough to push each other to a certain point, that this is the equilibrium of the price. So no one is stronger to push it in their favor. So the price stays in one point. That's what is happening. We have about 110 minutes left to the New York session close still. So strange things can happen, I don't know. But up to this point, this is a doji. Doji is a kind of an indecision point that neither buyers nor sellers are strong enough to push the price in one direction. So the price stays in the same open position. So this, as you can see, the open and close positions are the same, and this shows an indecision in the market. So let's see what happens tomorrow and the next week. I'm in good position here. Actually, I had a couple of bad positions. The GBPUSD, when I go there, I will show you. EURUSD still, as we said, this is a very slow trend going up, and it still is going up. You have this little pin bar here. This shows a continuation of this uptrend. So it's gonna go up, but we have these small resistances here, these red lines. So kind of have a fluctuation here. And this is GBPUSD. If you remember, we drew this rectangle about 2-3 days ago, and we said that if it breaks in one direction, we're gonna enter there. And it broke up 2 days ago, up, and we expected that the target's gonna go 300 pips up. As you can see, I wrote it down here. So this was, as it turned out, this was a fake breakout. The market broke this resistance, moved up, but the next one and the next one, next day, it just dropped. As you can see, this is a very big candle. Let's see, how long is it? About 260 pips. So yeah, price dropped, and it broke the lower resistance line, the lower side of this triangle. And this is, I think, a very strong sell signal, but I wait because you know, Friday is kind of a end of the week, so I'll wait to see what happens tomorrow and the weekend, and then when it opens next Monday, we get back to this pair and see what happens. So what I wanted to show you is this one. I had a buy position, if you remember, and it closed with $950 negative. So let me do this. I opened the position here. You see this round circle there, and I set the target probably around up there, 300 pips, and my stop loss was down here and under this, the previous candle, and it closed. As you can see, this little bar here, let me zoom in a little bit. This little bar line here is my stop loss, and it closed. So I lost about $950. Very bad position, but these things happen in the market. It's all right. We're gonna compensate that very soon. Next is USDCAD. I have, I think, one position here, 5 micro lot, and it's in good shape. We had this pin bar here, and I expected that the market's gonna go up a little bit. Hopefully it didn't catch my stop loss. My stop loss was a little bit higher than the high of that pin bar, and it's going down. Is it gonna break down? No, it looks like that this is forming a kind of a head and shoulder, but I don't know. We wait and see what happens. So let me delete this one. So as you can see, this is pin bar. It's in the resistance area. It didn't touch this resistance line, but it still is a very good signal for sell. So let's see what happens if this one continues on low, like this one comes back and touches this 21 moving average and goes up. So anyway, we're gonna move our stop loss close. Maybe I do it now. I'll move it a little bit down. So let's see what happens. USDCHF, I had a sell signal here as well, according to this pin bar, and well, it just formed it touched the 8 EMA and it going up. So I think this trend is gonna continue up, so I just wait. Maybe it doesn't, maybe it touches my stop loss. EURUSD still is fluctuating in this area. It moved up, touched the 8 EMA, and it's coming back. But if it closes above the previous candle, it shows that the market is getting stronger to go up. So USDJPY formed a very big pin bar here. It touched the 8 EMA, and it shows that the market is trying to decide which way it goes. So it shows that the buyers are getting more powerful, and probably they're gonna break this resistance area, but it's still not any signal. AUDUSD, If it closes above this EMA, it's a kind of a signal. We can enter the market a little bit, maybe at least for a small profit, or I advise you to wait until it touches this resistance area, resistance line. It has the 21 EMA getting close to this area, so it's a very strong resistance here. If it breaks above this, we can enter the market. But if this is a well, let's explain this first. We have a divergence. Okay, see this lower low. Let me delete this one. But we have a higher low in zero lag MACD, and as you can see, this divergence stochastic, it draws their divergence automatically. So we have a divergence here, stochastic, and this one. So whenever this happens, the price follows the indicator. So what we expect is that the price gonna go up, but how much up we don't know. We just wait. Yeah, tomorrow is Friday, so we just see if this signal is confirmed or not, or maybe the price gonna drop back again after touching this resistance area. So we just wait to see what happens. Maybe you can enter with a very small position and very small profit, maybe 50 pips. That's gonna be good. Let's see in 4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours just broke above this 21 moving average and it's going high. The stochastic is in the 80, above 80, so it looks like that this trend for 4 hours is finished. So I don't think this trend is gonna continue. So we just wait and see what happens tomorrow. CAD JPY is almost the same. It's going up. It broke above the EMA, and whenever it's between this 8 EMA and 21 EMA, I'm scared of entering here. Just you can see this area here have a lot of fluctuations. Every stop loss you put, it's gonna be hit. So it's a kind of a traders you know, it's a trap for traders. So they're gonna lose a lot of money in this area. So I don't enter here, you just wait. And AUDJPY, this one is a kind of a better situation. I think it's gonna drop after touching this resistance line, but currently during the past today and yesterday, the price moved very strongly. So it touched the previous resistance area down here and it's going up. It's about 130 pips. It's very good. Well, not 130 pips. Yeah. And let's see the full indicator. Yeah, the zero lag MACD is crossed as well. We have divergence as well. As you can see, it's the same, the previous two currency pairs, and this one is higher. So this is a convergence, and this shows that the price is going up. Probably you could enter here, down here, but we didn't have any clear signal. Our clear signal is produced here after closing today. Okay, so I'm gonna open a new position, a very small one, just to follow this, to see just that our strategy is right or not. We put it a little bit lower than the candle and just a rough target. All right, let's see what happens during this Friday and the next week. Hopefully we're gonna have very good signals. Thanks so much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and click on that bell icon so you will get notified as soon as I upload these live trading sessions. As you can see, I do my trading as I record this video, and if you have any question, please ask. I will answer all of them ASAP. And if you need these indicators, you can Google it. It's free indicator. Actually, these two both are free. But if you have any problem finding it, I put a link in the description. You go to my website and download the indicators for free. And yep, that's it for today, and have a nice day.